Candace Owens just dropped a bombshell about Charlie Kirk's death that could destroy careers overnight and has the media shaking in their boots. What she revealed about secret meetings with billionaires and Ben Shapiro's suspicious behavior after Kirk's death changes everything we thought we knew about this case. And finally, when I tell you she is confronting none other than Ben Shapiro, well, let's just say you will be shocked to listen to their confrontation. First, I'll tell you about the secret Hamptons meeting where billionaires allegedly pressured Charlie Kirk weeks before his death, which is not a confirmed statement. I believe this is something Candace is only ranting about. Second, I will show you some evidence that proves Candace Owens is ready to go to war with Ben Shapiro over this conspiracy. Third, I'll explain why the FBI's story doesn't add up and what Discord themselves said about the case's inconsistencies. Don't click away because what I reveal in the last few minutes will completely change how you look at this case forever. Honestly, when I first discovered it, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. For those who need the background, Charlie Kirk was shot and killed on September 10, 2024, while speaking at Utah Valley University. He was the founder of Turning Point USA and one of the biggest conservative voices in America. A 22-year-old named Tyler Robinson was arrested for shooting him, but now Candace Owens says there's way more to this story than what we've been told. Here's where it gets really crazy. Candace isn't just asking questions. She's making direct accusations against some of the most powerful people in conservative media, and she has the receipts to back it up. Guys, when I first heard about this secret meeting, I couldn't believe it. According to Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk was pressured by billionaires just weeks before his death because he was asking tough questions about Israel. She claims that Bill Ackman held what she calls an intervention to get Charlie to change his views. But it gets even worse. After this mysterious Hamptons meeting, Charlie appeared stressed on Megyn Kelly's show, talking about being called names for his changing political views. The timing here is absolutely suspicious. Right after this billionaire pressure campaign, Netanyahu himself allegedly called Charlie and invited him to Israel. I have to tell you, this timeline is giving me serious chills.
Release the audio of what Charlie Kirk, because I was in communication with Charlie at this time, because I knew exactly which donors were pressuring him and why, exactly which people that they were insisting Charlie allowed to speak at his event and why, when Charlie did not necessarily want those people to speak at his event, okay? I'm calling upon Turning Point to release the footage of what Charlie said to Tucker Carlson before he hit the stage, before, all of that craziness and the response to Tucker Carlson's remarks played out. Charlie was mic'd. Surely Tucker Carlson was mic'd. I know Charlie's mic'd the entire time at those events, so I'm asking for everyone to just release Charlie in his own words. I feel like that's pretty fair, right? Let's stop saying how Charlie felt, and instead, if you're gonna hold up the letter, release it in its entirety, okay?
Candace Owens just dropped a bombshell about Charlie Kirk's that could destroy careers overnight and has the media shaking in their boots. What she revealed about secret meetings with billionaires and Ben Shapiro's suspicious behavior after Kirk's murder changes everything we thought we knew about this case. And finally, when I tell you she is confronting none other than Ben Shapiro, well, let's say you will be shocked to listen to their confrontation. First, I'll tell you about the secret Hamptons meeting where billionaires allegedly pressured Charlie Kirk weeks before his death, which is not a confirmed statement, I believe. This is something Candace is only ranting about. Second, I will show you some evidence that prove Candace Owens is ready to go to war with Ben Shapiro over this conspiracy.
You think that you are going to replace Charlie Kirk, okay? Kings are born. You don't just get to depose and tell us that we're going to follow this individual, okay? I'm one of the Masons of Turning Point USA. You put a shill in Charlie Kirk's chair, in Charlie Kirk's company, and you try to tell us to follow that individual, I will be an enemy of you. There will be nothing that can stop me, okay? And I want you guys to understand, this is not a threat, this is a promise. There will be nothing that can stop me. I will release every single text message. So to those of you who are trying that, I'm seeing the messages, I am telling you to back off right now. Like right now, don't do it, okay? Don't you think about it. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you were that were exerting pressure. Don't you pretend to be noble now and say nice things about Charlie Kirk and think you're gonna slide into his chair, okay? Over my dead body, which I'm sure can be arranged.
To be honest, I'm not sure what's going on with Candace Owens, but making these big accusations against Ben Shapiro is not a good move. Imagine you say, as a friend, that you will help him keep his legacy after his death, but someone accuses you of trying to steal his place. That's not a good look. And if you think that's shocking, wait until you hear this. Ben Shapiro has been making statements about violence against political figures that seem way too convenient given the timing. You can see exactly what I'm talking about in the video I'm about to play. Guys, this is where the conspiracy gets absolutely insane. Candace Owens is claiming that federal agents are lying about Discord messages related to the shooter. But here's the kicker. Discord themselves came out and said the FBI was wrong about some of the details. You can see Candace breaking this down on her show, where she directly confronts the federal government's version of events. According to multiple sources, the text messages between the shooter and his roommate seem odd and almost too perfect. Almost like they were designed to create a specific narrative.
Candace Owens posted 3 days ago. Discord has come out to tell us that the feds are lying about Charlie Kirk's death. Something a lot of us suspect. But what exactly does she mean? Then right after she posts this, Charlie Kirk was fighting with some very powerful billionaires that he took money from over things he was discussing. Does this mean Israel? What are we talking about here? The pressure on him was immense over the last 2 weeks. The truth will be revealed, the messages will be leaked, and the movement he built will rise up. And then we saw Charlie Kirk's wife giving that message about these widows' cries will echo around the world like a battle cry, something like that, right? When I heard that, I felt like she was giving some cryptic message about like some unknown organization. I'm trying to follow a pattern here. Then she posts 2 days ago, Satan's children can hardly contain themselves. The mere idea of murder excites them, right? Okay. Then this David Freeman says to her, you're not Charlie's friend, you hate Israel, he loved Israel, you hate the Jewish people, blah, 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 blah. And she responds, David, do not make me release the correspondence me and Charlie had about you recently. I said people who call for murder are children of Satan. I wonder why you felt that was an insult to Jews. Every lie will be exposed, buckle up. And here, I just feel like she's entering into dangerous territory. Okay, then right here it says, according to another source, Charlie kicked off day one of the retreat by stating that if he tweeted, I think Bibi Netanyahu should resign, he would be unfairly attacked. This allegedly agitated Seth Dillon, who replied that most people would perceive that to be anti-Semitic. So, what's going on here? Because then we see, this, stuff like that, right? Our videos talking about it that are getting taken down.
But it gets even worse. The timeline doesn't add up, according to people who are actually investigating this case. Charlie Kirk's last public appearance shows him discussing something suspicious that happened right before his death.
Gotta be careful the way I say this. They're gonna try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. I mean, I don't use that term lightly, okay? They're talking about basically removing 2.5 million people from there, okay? And let me tell you, my pattern recognition over the last 5 years has become pretty sharp. COVID, Maui fires, Epstein. When I see a story and it doesn't click, our guts are usually right.
And private messages released to the public. Why would she demand this if she didn't have evidence that the official story is complete nonsense? Anyway, this gave me absolute chills when I first read it. In what might be her most explosive statement yet, Candace Owens is vowing to fight lawsuits to get the truth about Charlie Kirk's death. You can watch her make this promise, and guys, she is not playing games.
But my friend was shot in the neck, and I'm just not really in the state right now to be polite when it comes to the answers that I am demanding, okay? I will catch more lawsuits to get the truth out about Charlie Kirk if I have to, okay? It's all these people have is threats, lawsuits, contracts, lawyers. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Truly, I am done. I'm done, okay? I'm done. That's it. It took Charlie Kirk dying for me to literally, I want you to know, F you. Like, truly, I mean that. I don't care. I'll expose everything. You guys who are watching know what I know. So tell the truth. Just tell the truth for once in your miserable lives. Okay, need to calm down. I told the priest I would chill.
She thinks Charlie Kirk was under intense pressure from donors who didn't like his changing views on certain political issues. These powerful people wanted him to stay in line, and when he refused, things got dangerous. Honestly, when I first heard this theory, I thought it sounded crazy. But then I looked at all the evidence Candace Owens is presenting, and it's hard to ignore the connections. She believes that people are actively lying about what really happened in the weeks before Charlie's death. And if you think that's intense, wait until you hear what she said about the people celebrating his death. According to Candace, Satan's children are excited about this because it eliminates someone who was asking the wrong questions. She's ready to fight lawsuits and expose everyone involved in what she believes is a massive cover-up. Guys, I have to tell you something that's been bothering me since I started researching this story. This case shows exactly how messy things get when politics, money, and powerful interests collide. Whether you believe Candace Owens or not, the evidence she presents suggests powerful people were not happy with Charlie Kirk before he died. The speed at which Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire moved to take control of Charlie's platform and organization raises serious questions about who really benefits from his death. When someone dies under suspicious circumstances and their rivals immediately swoop in to take over their work, that's not a coincidence. Think about it. If Charlie was really being pressured by billionaire donors to change his political positions, and he was refusing to comply, how far would these people go to protect their interests? The evidence suggests we might be looking at something much darker than a random act of violence by a disturbed individual. Candace Owens is putting her career on the line to expose what she believes is a conspiracy involving some of the most powerful people in politics and media. She's demanding that all audio recordings, text messages, and evidence be released to the public so we can finally know the truth. Let me know what you think in the comments below because this conversation is just getting started. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell because I'll be following this story as it develops.